Welcome to The American Dream, a show now airing in over 50 cities across the country. Fame opens up possibilities for people to make a difference in the world. And in this episode, we meet a few celebrities and find out how they're making a positive impact on their communities. We're checking out the East Bay, Los Angeles, Boca Raton, and of course, your local neighborhood. Welcome to The American Dream.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain in the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
In this week's show, we interview a few celebrities that are using their fame for the greater good. But stay tuned, because first we hear from a real estate professional in your city. Let's listen to what they have to share this week.
How you doing, American Dream TV? I'm Tim McBride. I'm partners with Wexler Real Estate at Jason Mitchell Real Estate. I'm here in the historical Willow District to showcase a coming soon listing, 501 West Encanto, a traditional ranch-style home built in the 1940s on a beautiful corner lot with over 1,800 square feet of livable space. We're not doing the actual famous Willow home tour. We're just going to showcase our home, but also kind of spotlight the amenities and lifestyle that make this such an amazing district to live in. Welcome, American Dream, to my new listing right here in the heart of the historical Willow District. Address is 501 West Encanto Boulevard. This is a traditional ranch-style home that was built in the 1940s, but has been upgraded to really elevate the lifestyle that not only this home, but the community represents and what makes it so desirable. We're right in the center of the home, which is about 1,800 square feet of livable space, but a beautiful, comfortable, open floor plan with the natural fireplace that feeds right into this beautiful custom kitchen. To my right, you have a courtyard garden with patio space, and to the left, you have a great Arizona room that feeds into what will be a beautiful backyard for you to see. So another great selling feature to this home is the fact that it's a split floor plan. So 1,800 square feet of great livable space. But what's also really special is this backyard and how they tastefully took the Sawteel tile and took it outside to make that indoor-outdoor living experience. This backyard is so incredible. Just the space, the way they've laid it out. We've updated this PebbleTech pool, the fun water feature to create that sense of kind of sanctuary for anyone that's living back here. I love the complement of the citrus trees. Again, just that much more character to the space. You know, the pergola provides for additional shade. We are west-facing orientation, so that extra shade does help a little bit. And we are in a very pet-friendly community here in the Willow District, so that the complement of natural grass, both on the north and south side of the home, makes this a great space for your animals as well. And I am one that likes to barbecue, so I love that they built in this, got some barbecue set right off the home. You know, just ties in well to what you would want to create from an entertainment space back here. You know, this was started back in the 1920s. There's a lot of history and character to it, and it's been preserved and protected, and it's great to be able to walk these streets and enjoy the beauty and the community that exists here. So if you have any questions, I'd love to talk to you about it, share a little more about the architecture, the different types of homes. Today we saw a territorial ranch with beautiful updates that makes it move-in ready for that next family, young professional, or potential empty nester or investor. Please contact me if you have any questions. I'd love to share a little more. I'm Tim McBride, partner, Wexler Real Estate at Jason Mitchell Real Estate, and founder of Homes for Good. Thanks for coming along with me today, American Dream TV.
The national story this week is about using fortune and fame to make a difference. But first, we hear from one more professional from your neighborhood. Let's check it out.
Hi, Kelly Zitlow here with Cornerstone Home Lending. So, if you have served in the military, the National Guard, or the Reserves, or know somebody that has, listen up, because I'm about to tell you about the best home loan program in this country, and that is a VA home loan. So what makes it so special? Well, there are a few things. One, it does not require any money down. Two, there is no mortgage insurance on a VA home loan. And three, the VA does charge a funding fee, but waives it if there is a service-connected disability. So unheard of, there are no other programs out there that do what a VA home loan does. And in January 2020, VA actually increased their loan limits on a no money down program. And so today that goes up to $3 million. Crazy. So again, if you know somebody or you yourself has served, feel free to reach out. We would love to chat.
The national story this week is about using fortune and fame to make a difference. But first, we hear from one more professional from your neighborhood. Let's check it out.
You are my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy pumpkin.
This week's episode of The American Dream, we have little Molly, our granddaughter, making her cameo appearance.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. Because she's a hungry little toddler.
You know that's right. And the reason why we have Molly in this week's episode is because we're going to be talking to my next door neighbor, Megan, with Feeding Littles. Unbelievable story of how she got into her business and is now a successful entrepreneur. So please stay tuned and follow along. On today's episode, we're super excited to have our next door neighbor, Megan, who is the co-founder of Feeding Littles. And we couldn't be more than glad to have you do this. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, Feeding Littles, tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. So Feeding Littles is an online company for parents. My business partner is a feeding therapist, and I'm a registered dietitian.
Okay.
And so we combine our expertise and our experience working with this audience to help parents have online tools that they can use with their family. Feeding Littles kind of started by accident, as many good things do, I think.
Right.
And when I was 9 months pregnant with my first baby, I got laid off from my job in a startup company, which was really jarring and scary. And when I decided to figure out what to do, I started working at a birth center in town, and I was teaching classes on prenatal nutrition, and they asked me to teach an infant feeding class. So I did a lot of research and tried it with my daughter, and I started teaching classes locally. And we started a Facebook group, and people were excited about it and loved it. We knew we wanted to do something about toddlers and picky eating. My infant class was in person, but we wanted to do something online, and we thought it would be so easy to just write an online course. 18 months later, we finally released it. The first weekend we launched, we sold 300 courses, which is quite a lot, 10% of your audience. Blind faith, just completely trusting. And then we sold a course here. What we didn't realize is we needed to really harness the power of social media, but specifically Instagram.
Right.
And that's what's really been what happened for us. We basically now have figured out kind of our model of providing enough free information and helpful content that people know that they can trust us and know who they're working with, essentially.
Right. The presence on social is outstanding. I mean, you guys almost have almost 500,000 followers?
Yes,
right
it's
now?
crazy. Yes, it's very overwhelming.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful for it. And it's something that I always knew I wanted to help people learn how to kind of raise their kids in a positive food environment. Judy and I have the opportunity to start right from the beginning.
One thing that I noticed that when I'm following you online is you have so many cool little gizmos and gadgets and stuff.
Yeah, the gear is good.
One with the tractor.
Yes.
Like, where was that when I was a kid?
I know. Well, and we tell people, like, you don't have to buy all of these things, but it is kind of fun sometimes to make mealtime more interesting. So,
Because it is not that much fun with a toddler,
it's not.
is it?
And you know, if you think about it from their perspective, they have to eat, you know, probably 5 times a day. But sometimes their desire to develop and play trumps their kind of hunger. And we need to sometimes bring play into the mealtime. We're not tricking them to eat or bribing them. It's just making it a little bit more developmentally appropriate so that it's interesting to them. They want a little bit of interest. They want it to look fun. So this is really cool. This is actually from a company called Constructive Eating, and it's this really neat little set with a pusher. What I find is that parents like to play with it just as much.
Oh,
and they're kind of
true.
jealous of it. They want their own set.
They make adult
And
size.
then, yeah, I know, right? And then this is a mat that I tend to use with babies and younger toddlers. The original product was called the Happy Mat.
Oh, got it.
This is the mini mat.
That's cute.
So this is a tiny cup, and it actually, parents in my baby-led weaning classes that I teach will joke that it looks like a shot glass. This helps babies learn how to drink from an open cup. And sometimes when babies start with like a sippy cup or a straw, they don't close their lips around it and they let all the water fall out. So this helps them kind of close their lips and swallow. And so we actually teach our clients a progression of working from this to a straw cup to some other cups.
Once again, thank you for having us in your home today, sharing all your success. It's really, your journey's been really incredible.
Thank you.
Have a great day, and here's to your American dream.
The national story this week is about using fortune and fame to make a difference. But first, we hear from one more professional from your neighborhood. Let's check it out.
I'm William Lewis with Williams Luxury Homes. Today we're going to do an American Dream Cribs. I'm going to meet my buddy Mike Mershazadeh, who's co-founder of the Money Source, one of the top 10 wholesale lenders in the country. Mike, how you doing, bud?
Good.
Good to see you. Nice to see you. You remember Christian?
Christian?
Yep.
Nice to
the little
finally meet you.
closer.
I've heard a lot about you.
Look at Larry the Pig. Right? And Walter. Come on, let's go in. Let's go show the inside. So Mike, tell me, how do you like living here?
You know, I really like it. You're off the beaten path, but close enough to all the action. Really just tucked back here in this mountain, so you get a lot of privacy. And you know what? You're central in everything. Old Town, North Scottsdale, Kierland area.
Yeah, 'cause you're only 8 miles into Old Town Scottsdale.
Yeah.
You're what, 10 minutes to the airport?
And I'm just a couple miles from the Biltmore, so
Right.
it's phenomenal.
I love the open, entertaining kitchen, and I see you put your custom touches on it with the chandeliers.
You know, I like Chihuly, the artist, and a couple of these chandeliers, I just came up with the concept and then sent it to Alibaba and had them, you know, personally just make them. But I think lights are a lot of fun. It's a way to decorate your place and add to the work of art that's going on. And I think, you know, art could be displayed outside just as much as it is inside.
You know, I know that you added the new pool, completely took out the old pool, so this is a whole brand new pool and spa.
You know, the pool needed to match the house. The pool before was probably built when the home was built, and it was just a bit dated. And I like the endless pool with the infinity on it. So probably one of my, if not my most favorite room in the house.
Yes, the movie room. This is great for screening, watching the UFC fights.
Boxing fights, Game of Thrones. It's great to have people over. Yeah, and you know what? You could fit easily 10 to 12 people in here comfortably.
Yeah.
Everyone has a seat, so yeah, I like entertaining in here.
It is comfortable. I like that. So talking about the market, I mean, you being in the wholesale lending business and stuff, you know, I always love how people are saying that the market's going to crash and this, that, and what have you. Give me your inside take on it.
Yeah, so you know what we are as a mortgage company is we are probably right now within the top 10 FHA, VA, USDA lenders. And I get to see things about 9 months, 10 months before they actually happen. I think everyone's just praying for that 2008, 9, 10, 11 again. And I don't want to burst anybody's bubble. It's just not going to happen. Right now, interest rates are very low. If the interest rates go up even a half a percentage point, then your money did not outweigh itself there.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm headed down to Mora Italian, where I meet John Badiacco, my Vice President of Celeb and Sports Division for Williams Luxury Homes Group, Evan Twomley, and the head chef, Matt Taylor. So we're down here at Mora Italian Restaurant with head chef, Matt Taylor. and we're excited to come down and interview him.
So I'm myself Canadian born. I've been down in Arizona for about 20 years and in and out of Phoenix that whole time, between the East Coast, the Southeast, as in New Orleans for a bit, and Vegas most recently, but I keep being drawn back to the desert. We're a modern osteria, which is maybe the Italian equivalent of a bistro. High energy, very convivial is what the food is, which is, it's meant to be shared. It's meant to create kind of a family atmosphere. This was originally Scott Conant, Celebrity Chef's first concept, and outside of New York and LA and Vegas, so his first restaurant in the desert. It's been a wonderful ride so far, 3 years coming this February, and it's been really successful since day one. We've been very, very fortunate.
Nice.
Out of everything on the menu, what's your favorite to prepare?
So there's two things. I think the pasta pomodoro, which is kind of our signature dish that never leaves the menu, is very representative of what we do, which is take minimal amount of ingredients of high quality and execute them at a very high level. And then I also really love the lamb dish that we do. It has Meyer lemon and dates in it, which you'll find a lot in like Sicilian cooking and North African influence that you see in the south of Italy, but are also very commonly found here in the desert and in Arizona in particular. So here we have lamb loin, completely boneless, very lean cut of meat, zero fat on it. So it eats really, really, really moist, really tender. We have some mustard greens here that we've just cooked down with a little bit of chili and olive oil. We're gonna take that lamb loin, kind of arrange that over top. And here we have a little anchovy and almond gremolata. So it's super kind of traditional combination in Italy to see anchovies and meat, which makes sense because of the salt aspect to it. Those dates that we were talking about earlier, we roast them and then cook them down with a really rich lamb broth.
Stew reduction?
Exactly, and the sugar from the dates is what thickens this and adds a little bit of sweetness, and then that gets balanced out with a little bit of vinegar.
That's phenomenal. It is. I'll be back for this.
That's lamb? Tastes like steak, man.
Wow.
I hope you enjoyed hearing from your local professionals. Up next, we head to Los Angeles to meet up with Yawar Charlie as he has a sit-down interview with Lance Bass, formerly from hit boy band NSYNC. Let's check it out.
Hi everyone, I'm Yawar Charlie and welcome to the American Dream. I'm coming to you from the heart of West Hollywood, which is known for its restaurants and nightlife, and I'm so excited that I get to share with you one of West Hollywood's newest hotspots called Rocco's. We're going to sit down and talk with its owner, Lance Bass, pop superstar, entrepreneur, and now restaurateur in West Hollywood. So come on, let's take a look. Hi everyone, I'm super excited. I'm here with my friend Lance Bass, who owns Rocco's here in West Hollywood. So hello, Lance.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for joining us today and inviting us into your space.
Anytime.
Really appreciate it. So I want to dive right in. Tell me about Rocco's.
I used to watch football every Sunday at Rocco's in Studio City. And so they came to me about 2 years ago and said, look, we really want to do a Rocco's WeHo, make it gay. Do you think it would work in this community? And I was like, yeah, I think so. Going into this, I thought, strictly sports bar, we have really good food. It'll be your place you get a pre-drink and maybe after the clubs, fine. There won't be any go-go dancers, anything like that. It won't be a club, like no one's gonna dance really.
Right.
It's exactly opposite of
I was
that.
gonna say completely different.
There are dancers. The dance floor goes off from about 7 p.m. till 2 in the morning.
Which is absolutely true. I'm someone who obviously has a deep connection to the community, and I know my friends and I were dying for a place to go to just like this. So every time we come here, every time a song plays, we're like, oh my God, I remember this song. And like it takes you exactly like
to it. Yeah.
Right.
You know, we're all inclusive, right? I mean, we love everyone here, and it's so fun to see, we're right next to the park. So we have people playing basketball, straight guys will come here, and then they're having lunch right next to drag queens, and they're having the best time. So it's just a fun mix of people. And so far, we've kept it local. I don't really see this touristy at all.
So Lance, I want to talk about the interior of the space, because when I walk around, I get this cool speakeasy vibe where there's kind of a wink and a nod to some of the LGBTQ history.
Right.
Where did that come from for you?
Well, it was really important for me to give back to this community. You know, when I was younger and still in the closet, my very first gay bar I ever went to was right here at the Abbey next door in this alleyway. I remember standing in the alleyway being so nervous to go inside because I knew once I went inside, people were gonna know.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my gosh. So, you know, but I had the best time ever, and just the community, it was the first time I was around all like-minded people. And I wanted to keep that vibe here.
How has your past with NSYNC kind of informed this space? Like, have your band members come to support you here?
Oh yeah, no, all the guys have been here. In fact, JC lives up the street, so he's here more than I am. I always am like, I should probably get you a discount card or something because he's here way more than me.
You obviously started in the pop music world, and you've expanded upon that and done what a lot of people in your position really haven't, which is diversify. And so what drove you to be that kind of entrepreneur?
Within NSYNC, I was always the business guy. You know, a lot of people don't know that, I mean, every single check signed by NSYNC, that was me. I looked at everything.
Really?
I signed everything. So, you know, I was always just the responsible one in that because we got so screwed before by our manager and our record label. In our first 3 years, we didn't make any money. And so...
Which is shocking.
I mean, it's
like
ridiculous.
most people watching probably, you know, with your level of success, probably thought, oh my God, they've got it made.
No, we got completely scammed. And I knew from that moment, I was never gonna be scammed again.
Well, I will tell you, I mean, knowing you for as long as I have, I appreciate the fact that you do different things and try different things and keep it fresh. Tell me a little bit about some of the other projects you have going on.
My latest company launched last week called Modern Trust. It's the first ever online trust maker. So basically it's like the TurboTax for wills and trusts.
With smartphones, I was just having this conversation with someone the other day. I always joke around that if someone's spying on me, they're going to be outrageously bored because they're not going to find
it's like,
good.
You know, I just got on TikTok and they're like, don't do TikTok. That means China's going to own all your pictures and everything. I'm like, well, let them. What are they going to do? Like,
I always think
I have
that.
nothing to hide. Just whatever. You can spy on me all you want. You know, I don't care.
Well, China, you heard it first.
Yeah,
You're right here on the American
You're not going to
Dream.
find anything interesting.
As a side note, folks, when you do come in here, you do check out the artwork. It's amazing. Lance's husband, Michael, is very, very talented. In fact, there's a piece on this wall that I take a photo of every time I come here. And I'm like, if you don't make this for me, I'm going to snatch it off the wall. It's the Madonna one right there. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm always like, you must make this for me.
See, I love the Angeline. That's so LA to me.
And they still card me too, which
yeah,
I love.
we do that on purpose just for you.
I want to end our interview by just giving the viewers just a little bit about, you know, your connection to West Hollywood. Tell me why it was important for you to be here, and what has the community given you?
You know, being able to come here for the first time as a closeted gay and being able to come out very loudly, you know, and supported by this community. Most people that come out here, especially in the gay community, don't have family out here, so you have to create your family.
It's a chosen family.
Yeah, and so I have chosen West Hollywood as my family. We support every local school here, any kind of LGBT charity that wants to come do something here, we always open the doors.
That's true, I've heard that.
Yeah, so I mean, we want the community to use this place, and especially for good.
That's so wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations on everything.
All right, thank you very much.
Welcome to 7567 Hermes Drive. In Greek mythology, Hermes was known as the messenger of the gods. And if this house was to send a message, it would be one of luxury, opulence, and extravagance. So welcome to the Jewel of Mount Olympus. Come on, let's take a look. Take a look. Top of Los Angeles, all at your fingertips. Mount Olympus is one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in Los Angeles, and I'm so happy that I get to share that with you today. This brand new construction house has it all. Opulence, extravagance, every amenity you can think of, and glamour. All you need from LA. I'm Yower Charlie.
And I'm Lance Bass, and you're watching The American Dream.
Let's head to East Bay to meet Brooks Landry as he introduces us to Olympic gold medalist Kristi Yamaguchi to hear the positive impact her foundation has on children in need.
Roughly 30 minutes east of San Francisco, in the heart of the San Ramon Valley, is the city of San Ramon. Now, San Ramon's the global headquarters to companies such as Chevron Corporation, 24 Hour Fitness, the West Coast headquarters of AT&T. And when my family and I moved to the Bay Area, we settled on San Ramon for many reasons. It basically checked off all boxes. It's consistently ranked in the top 5 safest cities in all of California. The public schools K through 12 are nationally ranked. In fact, one of the high schools is the 20th ranked high school in the country. The community is amazing. There's one thing that it didn't have, and that was a downtown, a place to dine, a place to relax and enjoy the community. Until now. Over the next 11 episodes, we'll meet a lot of the local business owners here at City Center Bishop Ranch. Today, I'll show you one of my family's go-to spots at the City Center, watch the holiday tree lighting ceremony, and introduce to you a special guest, learn a little bit more about her foundation. American Dream TV, we're here with a very, very special guest, gold medalist, Kristi Yamaguchi. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the time. Thank you for giving us a little bit of time. Everybody's been excited for the Kristi Yamaguchi Holiday Ice Rink. So it's a big deal. It's going to be quite the crowd today.
Yes, no, I think we're really, really excited and thrilled to partner with Bishop Ranch City Center and to have the first rink here in the Tri-Valley area for the holidays, and it's just a perfect location.
And this is one of 3 that you have?
One of 3 rinks that we're involved with.
Okay.
We also work with the Downtown Association, San Jose Downtown, on the Downtown Ice, right by the Fairmont, and then the Hawaii Convention Center is doing a rink there as well.
Wow, very nice. And a portion of the proceeds go to your foundation, Always Dream.
Yes, it's a really nice partnership where a portion of every ticket sold. So every skater who comes here is helping us with our early childhood literacy efforts.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, you reached your dream, your goals in '92, winning the gold medal in France. And I read shortly after that is when you started the Always Dream Foundation. What was the vision? What was the motivation behind that?
Well, I think I just felt so fortunate to be able to have pursued my dreams and have that support, but a lot of kids out there don't. And I think my eyes were really opened up to that need after the Olympics, working with other nonprofits, so it inspired me to start my own, which is the Always Dream Foundation. And yeah, I mean, my family's always been very community-minded, so to be able to give something back and becoming a mom, reinforced that even more.
We're excited to have you here at City Center Bishop Ranch. Thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it. Everybody check out alwaysdream.org to learn a little bit more about Kristi's foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
One of the anchors of City Center Bishop Ranch is the ultra-popular Lot Movie Theater. Now, this isn't your typical run-of-the-mill movie theater. The Lot's a full-service luxury movie theater with 10 auditoriums, an upscale restaurant, sleek, modern, full cocktail bar. And if that wasn't enough, it's one of the most popular venues in the East Bay to hold events, anywhere from graduation parties to corporate holiday parties. The Lot is an experience. The Lot is a destination. The upscale Lot restaurant offers breakfast, lunch, dinner. When my family dines with the kids, they swear by the mac and cheese and pizza. But when it's date night, the wife goes for a grilled 8-ounce filet mignon, and mine's the easy-to-go 12-ounce New York steak, asparagus, and mashed potatoes. So I'm here with Carissa at the Lot, and we've gone through the restaurants. I've met the chef, I've met the bartender, mixed us a drink, went and grabbed the movie. Give me kind of the breakdown of the Lot in a nutshell, just the bare minimum.
Definitely. So we are a theater as well as a bar, cafe, full restaurant. We have 10 screens here, and we have a total of 750 seats in the theaters.
Incredibly comfortable seats.
Comfortable seats,
very
reclining.
Love it. I love it. It's full service. I mean, you're wait staff all day long. Now, I know you guys do events as well. I'm always seeing birthday parties or bat mitzvahs or something here, corporate events. So
yeah, so in the theater, we can host corporate events. We can do anything from a PowerPoint, so you guys can get out the office and just enjoy.
I love it.
Play it on the big screen.
It's crazy. This is a movie theater unlike anything else. It's a luxury full-service spot. It's a restaurant. It's a cocktail bar. It's an event staff. It's awesome. It's a destination.
Yes, and we also can do events in our restaurant, so anything from your 10-person birthday dinner to a 50-person wedding reception, or even a full buyout, at least 300 people.
I love it. And with the holidays, I'm sure you get a lot of those. Thank you, Carissa. I appreciate it. That's it. ADTV.
Last but certainly not least, we head down to prestigious Boca Raton to find out how former Red Sox player Mo Vaughn is using baseball to change lives for the better. Up next, Samantha Friedman. Let's check it out.
Hey, American Dream. We're here with Samantha Friedman from Keller Williams, Boca Raton. Samantha, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So we're going to check out some really cool stuff today. We're standing in Pat's Reef Park, which is one of the city fields in Boca Raton. But from here, we're going to check out the incomparable Mo Vaughn, a pillar of his community in Boca Raton. He has a ball field, he has a training facility, he's got a baseball academy, and of course, he's got tons of real estate holdings. We're going to go meet with Mo, and then what are we going to do?
And then we're going to go to one of the finest country clubs down in Boca Raton, which is called Woodfield Country Club, which happens to be my residence as well as Mo Vaughn's residence.
Wonderful. American Dream, you ready? Come take a look with us.
This is the Mo Vaughn Baseball Academy. I started this thing because I started an all-star team a few years back. We couldn't practice. My son was on the team. So I vowed to myself this would never happen again. And here we are, Mo Vaughn Baseball Academy, coaching, teaching, and also, I own the Boca Raton Paw Sox, where I have an 8U, 11U, 12U team. But this is all about using the game to teach life lessons. Adversity is what we all need to overcome. I believe the game of baseball teaches you that. Yep. I've also was fortunate enough, and I know Samantha, you're heavily in the real estate business, but I'm in the affordable housing business out of New York City, sure, where it's all about changing lives.
Hey, American Dream, we're finally here. We're in Woodfield Country Club. Samantha, you not only live here, but I'm sure you're the agent for a lot of these properties, correct?
I am, and I happen to live right here in this section called Somerset Community.
And you're going to be featuring?
6524.
Okay, so what makes this property unique?
Number one, it overlooks hole 7, which is you get the panoramic view of the golf course.
I'm excited. I like this community, and you said everything is renovated, right?
Oh, it
Come on, American Dream, let's go take a look. Wow, this is nice. Very modern, but classic. Got a wine cooler right on the first floor, my kind of house. Love the high ceilings. Is this typical for this type of property here?
You know what? This is not typical. Most of the homes that you come into Woodfield do need major renovation. So this is a move-in ready home, which you can see it has all the bells and whistles. You can see how much money this house has put in terms of upgrades. So this is one of the top country clubs in Boca Raton. So you've got, not only do we have 5 restaurants, we've got an amazing state-of-the-art gym, which we now have Peloton bikes.
Cool.
And it's just an amazing community to be involved in. It brings a sense of community, family. There's a place for everybody. So everybody has a home here. So what I love about this house, it has a lot of high ceilings, so it makes the home with natural sunlight, and it's a great home to entertain. So you've got a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, you've got 1 bedroom on the first floor, and then you've got your master upstairs. Take a look at this outside. This is one of the best features of this home. It overlooks the 7th hole of the golf course.
Well, been a lot of day, meeting with Mo, going to the ball field, and now seeing this beautiful community and this beautiful house. We can kick back and relax for a minute. So you ready, Samantha?
I am ready.
Let's show the world the American Dream Palm Beach.
strive to bring you the best stories from across the country that embody the ideals of the American dream. And we hope that you saw something new and entertaining. Be sure to catch us each week as we unveil more amazing stories right here on the American Dream. We would like to thank all of our viewers and our sponsors for helping us grow the show. We couldn't do this without your support. I'm your host, Jem Morris, and thank you so much for watching.